What's up, my fabulous lovebug goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen with a recipe here that you have requested. I'm going to show you how I made my Hungry Man Quarantine creamy cheesy baked macaroni and cheese, honey, in my kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. Now, if you're here watching me cooking for your first time, make sure you subscribe and then turn on your post notification settings so you will always be reminded whenever your girl upload a brand new video. Let's get started. In my eyes of a star girl, hey, she fit me, and she give me love plenty. Yeah, she authentic. This are the real thing, this are the plastic. Okay, boo, I am about to cook this Hungry Man Quarantine creamy cheesy baked macaroni and cheese, so let's go. I'm using my Aldi's mac and cheese, and I did use 3 packs of that thing. Now, all I did was boil those macaroni for about 5 minutes, drained it off, and let it sit and hang out until I was ready to move on to the big step, which is right here. Now, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Now, in a frying pan, I had it exactly 1 stick of unsalted butter. Now, if you don't have unsalted butter, just use whatever you can find. But I did use 1 stick of that unsalted butter. Now, to that unsalted butter, what I did was add about a half cup of cream cheese, right? Any regular cream cheese where you have in your house, just go ahead and use it. Now, to that I added 1 tablespoon of fresh garlic, right? Fresh garlic. And those 4 things right there is a combination of everything that is good. Now, to that I added about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now, if you don't have cornstarch, use flour. If you don't have flour, use what you can use tapioca starch. Tapioca starch works good, just like cornstarch, right? Now, go ahead and combine those together as much as you can, but you can switch over the spoon anywhere. I did go in and add some milk. Now, I never have no heavy whipping cream because a quarantine I do it right now, so I just went in with just any milk I could find, right? Now, what you want to do is give it a good mix because you want everything to smooth out, right? You saw? Real good. Smooth it out until everything becomes nice and creamy, and make sure that your stove is on low to medium heat. Do not put it on high heat, goodie, because the thing is going to cook too fast. You want it to melt nice and slow. You want that cream cheese to melt and combine with everything else nice and slow, just like that, right? Now, this is what I did. This is what I did, goodie, because I'm gonna tell you, this was a recipe that was off the tip of a quarantine mind. All right, now after it started to bubble like that, I wanted to give it some flavor, so I added some salt. And then I added some black pepper to it. Yes, honey. Now, to give it more flavor, because I know I'm feeling about flavor, right? I went in with some garlic and onion powder and just sprinkle that thing all over the sauce there. Now, to give it some color, I did add a little bit of paprika to it. Just a little bit, not too much, right? After I did that, more flavor, I gave it some good sprinkling of that all-purpose season, that Grace brand, and then I went in with my radish sauce, or whatever I want to call it. They're going to list it down below. Yeah, but me put that in there, right? Went in and spin it all up in there, and you can see how the color changed overnight. Went in and gave it a good spin, because that sauce right there is not only going to give it the cheesy color, but it's also going to give it a little tangy, slightly spicy flavor, but not too much heat, right? All right. Now, For the tip of the iceberg, I went back in and added some cottage cheese to it. Yes, boo. That's going to put on up in there. I think that was about a half cup. But I don't know. I just started to put it in there because a quarantine I do it. Then I went in and added the whipped cream. And you might be thinking, whipped cream? Yes, honey. Put it in there. Whipped cream. A quarantine I do it. Anything you can find in your fridge. Put it in there. Went ahead and throw that bad boy up in that thing, and that thing was sizzling my nizzle. And then I sprinkled one handful of the cheese, sharp cheddar cheese, or in your case, whatever you can find. Gave it a nice little spin and a nice little mix. Still on low to medium heat, but I wanted to give it a little bit more color with that sauce, so I went in and just drizzled just a little bit more, and the color came together. Oh, so nicely. Oh, so nicely. That thing was smelling so good. Now, them 3 packs of cheese that come in that box, I wasn't going to waste it. I just went ahead and just pour that thing all up in there. I just pour all 3 of them things because I was not intending on wasting it. And when I added to it, look at what happened. The color was spectacular. It was smelling so good. And when I tasted it, I gave it a little taste test. Let me tell you something. This sauce right here was one of the best sauce I think I ever made. Trust me when I tell you. Now, I just turned my heat off, pour that thing all over that macaroni, just poured it all up in there. Wherever it fall, that's where it sat, and I gave it a good combination mix. At this step though, I did have my fire turned on to 350 degrees because this is going to take about 40 minutes to bake. Now, moving right along in my baking container, I went ahead and just poured all that quarantine mac and cheese. I just came up with that name because this thing was off at the tip of the iceberg. I didn't even know what to name it. It was so good. Just poured it all up in my baking tray, and honey, I just went on in and just smooth that thing out, honey. Smooth it all out. It was so nice and creamy, and it was just flowing just like so. Just lay it all up in there, all right? And you can put it in anything you want, but put it in a bake it in, not in a matter. But I did go in and sprinkle some more of that sharp cheddar cheese all over the top of that thing. I just put as much as the more the merrier, but my cheese was low, but we still make it work, right? It still work. Now, on top of that, I had it a little bit, just a little tad of the parsley, dried parsley, whatever I had left. It was done right there. And then a little bit more of the paprika, just to cut up a little bit on the edge side because of a little color, and I popped it in my oven. And again, a preheated oven, baked for about 40 minutes, 350 degrees, honey. When I was done, after 40 minutes of baking, that I went up right there. So it was, honey, the thing was spectacular. And I did bake it covered. I did cover it for about 30 minutes, and after 10 minutes of baking, I took it out and I took the foil off for the last 10 minutes. So it baked a total of 40 minutes. 30 minutes covered, 10 minutes uncovered, and your girl was good to go. It was still hot, but we was hungry. You hear me? We did hungry, so we never tried to waste time until mac and cheese was cool. We was cutting up into that thing when it was still hot. It was falling apart, but honey, it was ready to dive in. Where it was going to go, it was going to go cold regardless. All right. Now look at that. Look at that. You see how that all come together? Everything in a one-stop shop. Quarantine mac and cheese. If you have a name for this, you go ahead and name it, boo. But when I was done and I put it on a plate, serve it up with some. We had fish with it and we had chicken with it. This is rice and peas and chicken recipe that I showed you, and I asked you if you wanted me to show it to you. Well, that's it. And we did have it with some salmon, boo, and I'm going to bring that recipe to you very soon. But look at your baked quarantine style baked mac and cheese on your kitchen table in no time, from my kitchen to yours, honey. If you're still here watching me cooking, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you're loving the videos, because honey, when I was done eating this, I swear to you, I gained like about 10 pounds, 10 pounds, yeah. After this quarantine is over, your girl have to go work out, but the 10 pounds. But boo, that 10 pounds of quarantine baked mac and cheese was all worth it. So make sure that you are spread the love with your friends, with your family, with your neighbors, and anybody who you come in contact with. Go ahead and share the love, because your girl is not selfish. After you done do that, tell me what you like to have me cooking next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.